Welcome in to episode 22 of our Let's Play Civilization 7 series here on the Maddish Moose YouTube channel. We are in turn 46 of the exploration era, playing as Amina and the Songhai Empire. Let's see what Civilization 7 has in store for us today. Here we are in our capital city of Gao. Gao is currently building the Shwedagon Zedi Da. That will boost up some of our rural tiles very nicely in the city, increase our science by a bit. Our science is good. I mean, comparatively, we're sitting with most of the AI. You can see Napoleon up there, 355 science per turn. That is a very large amount of science. It's like nearly double what most of us are making. So Napoleon is having a very strong game down in the south of our continent. Our culture is obviously very much keeping pace and outpacing everybody. We talked about the value of some of the cultural things that we've chosen with the Howlts and things like that, but also from shamanism, right? So we'll keep that rolling. We haven't even converted all of the different tundra-based settlements to shamanism. We still have Kansa just sitting here. Not even like they're in grassland, but they've got tundra tiles up here as well. Quite a few potential tundra tiles that could be getting us +2 culture per tile if we go and convert them. So that's on the docket for us today. We also have Chickasaw, which we need to repair and possibly turn into a city. But again, are those city production numbers going to be worth it? Still think we want this to be a city. I'm going to play it like I would play it normally. I don't know. Patch 1.2.5 may have changed the meta on how many cities you're supposed to have and when, and we might be putting ourselves into a bit of a predicament potentially with that, but we'll see. We shall see. Now, I did notice that we have 190 accumulated influence. I know we were kind of sitting waiting on, well, maybe we'll find someone to invest in a city-state on the New World, on the distant lands. Maybe. I did notice in our trade lens that there is a really nice trade with Pataliputra here from Ashoka. Quite a few resources there, nice resources. And so I'm going to go in and see if we can improve our trade relation there. That is accepted. And so we'll be able to send a trade route to Pataliputra. So that means we need to spend a little bit of our gold. That's right there. That's a quick trade route. So if we go down here, we can grab one of our Tajiros very quickly. We have 2,800 gold left. Now, a couple things that we can spend that on. Number one, we want to turn Chickasaw into a city. We can't do that for 3 more turns, so I'm not overly concerned with that. And I don't even know if we want to do that like immediately. We might want to just like spend some turns letting it grow. We'll take a look at Chickasaw at some point. They've got quite a few really nice kind of possible fishery tiles and stuff. I don't know. Maybe we want to grow them a little bit as a town. Maybe we could wait on them as a city so we could build some of our buildings a little bit faster and not have that production increase. We'll test the whole production thing as well. So we'll look at one of our other cities, see what our production levels are, and then make Chickasaw a city when we do, and then look at our production levels again just to see if we can identify that kind of 10% increase that we're supposed to be seeing. I still haven't heard exactly how it's playing out, and so I'm interested to see that in action, maybe test it a little bit. The other thing that we could do is we could buy some buildings. That might be handy for us. And we could potentially buy some missionaries. So I think I'm actually going to spend down our gold because we're making a lot of gold per turn. 1,250 gold per turn. So in 2 turns, we could turn Chickasaw into a city. It costs 2,000. I checked it. So we'll buy a couple buildings in there, put it in for cheaper even maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Chickasaw is going to be fine. There's still 3 turns of unrest. So I was actually looking here at Gao. And the idea of this tile here, where we have a lot of specialists placed, would be a very nice tile to go ahead and get our district completed in. So what I think I'm going to do is go ahead and purchase the guild hall. It is pretty expensive, 1,800 gold. It is a very expensive building, but I feel like it's going to be well worth it. We got a shipyard and a wonder coming in still, so this is kind of going to be a ways off for us. And we're going to get some nice bonuses out of this when we put a guild hall in right here over top of the market. And you can see exactly why I've done that. We knew it was a high adjacency tile, and we knew we were putting specialists there. And so getting that piece in is a really good idea because it goes ahead and pushes our science pathway, right? Our science pathways have 5 districts that are not the city center with 40 total yield. The more adjacency you have, the more your specialists impact that tile, and then the more that goes up. So that is our very first of our 5 needed districts to be able to get to that. It's a pretty early spot to hit that at, in my opinion. I think we're doing pretty well there, actually, based on the fact that we really don't have a lot of great adjacency districts, and we had to build up the buildings for those as well. So this is probably our best tile for it because of adjacency purposes, but you could quickly see how fast those yields start to chalk up, and now we're making 33 gold per turn on a single tile, which is pretty nice. So we'll spend it there. Then also we want to convert Kanza, so let's just go ahead and also purchase a missionary from here. Oh, we don't have a temple here. Just kidding. We'll go ahead and grab missionaries from Axum, which makes sense. Axum also got reconverted. Remember how we converted Axum to our religion? Axum got reconverted again. So we'll probably need to just be buying missionaries pretty regularly. So let's buy a missionary out of Axum. I think there's another temple. We do. Okay, let's go ahead and purchase out of Lalibela as well. That spends down all of our gold. That gives us 2 missionaries. One maybe to convert our own lands back again. And then we'll send one up to Kanza to switch Kanza over because we want to keep as many of these converted. I don't think Lahana has... Lahana does probably have a couple tundra. Not many, though, because like this is tundra, but this is grassland, so I don't think Lahana is probably worth the convert. They probably have like 1 tundra tile or something like that, so that one's probably not worth it for us. But we'll convert Kanza, and then we might, convert our own cities a little bit. We also need to get back down here because Ruin would be great to convert. We want to get Stockholm and Aberfrock converted as well. They are about to become city-states. We do have this guy down here who has 3 charges. So we could, once we convert Gades here, that will leave us with 2 charges. If we first convert both of these, that would be perfect. So that's kind of what we're going to do with that particular missionary as well. Don't forget, we got stuff going on in the New World. We're also attempting to build Boro Dur in our brand new city over here. And we have a settler headed off to this island. We want to settle also this island and also this island. That's probably going to be it for settles for us. I don't think we're going to need anything more than that. That's going to be plenty of... we're at 13 now. That would put us at like 16 settlements. I don't think we're going to put in any more cities except for Chickasaw, just based on what I'm seeing. So I don't feel like oversettling too much. And then that gives us a good amount of settlements to kind of end the game with, probably, unless we decide to do something in the modern based on what happens in the modern age. So let's go ahead and hit that next turn button. Spent our gold, spent our influence. A trade route's ready to go. We are 1 turn away from having the Shwedagon Zedi Da as well. We got volcanoes erupting. Diplomatic action to Stockholm has completed. We have another city-state. And we have improved our trade relations, all things we knew. Let's go do some growth. This is Axum, our capital city, and we will get to put in our final caravansary. Go ahead and expand to that tile, and we will spend our gold on it. Why not? Let's buy in that caravansary. There it is. And Axum is now essentially fully completed. We have 1 tile left down here, this cotton that we want to improve, but all of our rural growth is down except for that cotton. So we got our last caravansary in. We have all of our Howelts in. Axum is one of the more beautiful cities I've ever created in this game. Look at those yields from the Howelts. Look at the yields. Look at this guy. 10 gold, 5 production on this caravansary there. It's very nice. We're looking very nice in our old capital city of Axum. Got a city-state bonus to choose. We'll have to run some calculations in our head about this one. Here is our options. We could build a monastery. We're not going to do that. We don't need to build any more. We have caravansaries to put in. We don't need to put anything in instead of that. +2 science on science buildings. I don't feel like that's very potent. We don't like the amount of science buildings you have based on the fact that they're not really encouraging a lot of cities anymore is not like a huge number, right? +5% production towards constructing buildings for every scientific city-state you are a suzerain of. That is kind of interesting. 5% towards constructing buildings for every scientific city-state. I'm actually interested in a 10% gain on building production. It's a decent gain, to be honest. If you got it to like 15, it would be even better. But I think it's probably not worth that little percentage just to have that. So my thinking is apprenticeship actually becomes very good. And honestly, the final bonus in every city-state tree now is quite potent because +1 science on warehouse buildings is pretty substantial. You put in a ton of warehouse buildings because warehouse buildings go in your cities. They also go in your towns for the most part. And so it makes your warehouse buildings even more valuable than they are to start with. So I think apprenticeship is probably going to net us the most science out of any of these things on here. So we'll look at our science, 172 science currently. And if we choose apprenticeship,
yes,
see if we get it to change. There we go. 237. So not bad at all. A little 40-ish gain in our science yields based on the fact that we have, again, like that means we have 40-ish warehouse buildings, right? You usually will have a lot of warehouse buildings. If we don't even have all our warehouse buildings in yet, we're going to boost that science by even more the more we build in or buy in those warehouse buildings as well. So the last bonuses in those city-state bonus trees have become very, very powerful because warehouse buildings are something you build everywhere, not just in cities. And so I still think they need to tweak some things and balance some things out. I think their last balance pass kind of readjusted things downward, and now I think they may have to bring things back up a little bit in some of those city-state balances. Those bonuses sometimes are just not really worth it. You're just going to take the one that everyone can take because it's the best one, which doesn't feel like there's any incentive to like go after those suzerains in a quick fashion anymore, which I thought like was the whole point, right? Is you go after them quickly to get the best bonuses. Now the best bonuses often are just the bottom bonus, which is regarding to warehouses that everyone can get. And so there's no incentive to go quickly to go and grab those suzerains necessarily. There are still some that are pretty good, but I think a little balance might be needed there. All right. Growing pains through comfort and happiness. Though comfort and happiness are hardly requirements for an army, Queen Amina is known to show grace. At the very least, the expanding forces need housing, nourishment, and enough armaments to ensure both hands are ready for battle. Plus 25 production towards constructing the armor. And all we have to do is build an armorer, and then we can get our other armorers in for cheaper. Haven't we built all of our armorers already? Or we could just take 600 gold. Neither of these is particularly great. Don't we have armorers in all of our cities already? I think we already have all of our armorers in, so I don't think it would make much sense to take the armorer quest because we would just be building. We're not going to build those armors anymore, so we'll just take the gold in this particular instance. If we were building more armors, it might make sense, but I really don't think we are. So, all right, this missionary is like we could just convert our own cities with this guy because this missionary can come up here and convert Kanza. So let's just start converting our own cities back with this missionary. So we'll literally just start here in Lalibela. We'll go like Lalibela, Axum, get those converted back, and then we'll kind of work from there. We also need to send a missionary down south, and so I think and that's probably why we haven't been able to do very much with those. What if we purchase another missionary here? And we'll send that missionary down south, potentially. Maybe we'll get like a convert on Roma. We could maybe convert Ostia. They have some tundra in Ostia as well. So maybe Ruin and Ostia, we could get some converts on down here. That would probably be a good use of our time. So we'll take some time to do that. This army we were debating sending across. I think I'm going to do it. We're just going to send them across now that they won't die anymore. And then I was thinking about this. I believe we have a commander here that has 3 open spots. So we have 3 troops just sitting here. So I was thinking about just using the reinforce, and we'll just send all of these guys over there. The reinforce mechanic is a pretty nifty mechanic where you could use this reinforce. You have to be far enough away from an army, and as long as you have a traversal point from your place where you are to the army, it will pull the unit actually off the map and will traverse them to that military commander if they have spots open. It usually takes just like maybe a turn faster. I think, you correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I think it's like a turn faster than if you were to like walk them over there. Plus you don't have to deal with them kind of navigating through things, getting stuck, encountering enemy units, other things like that. You could just ship them straight there. So now we can see if we click on this guy, we've got 3 turns to get our units there. I'm thinking that 3 turns is probably, well, I don't know. There's roads here. Maybe it's the same amount of turns to walk them, but now I don't have to walk them. They're just gonna show up there, right? with that particular commander. So I think that's perfectly fine for us. All right, our cog, our only surviving cog after all of the cog disasters, I think. Oh man, it'd be nice to get another cog down here to do some exploring. We should purchase a cog. You know what? Might buy a cog. I'm gonna spend some more money. It'd actually be a Karak now, which is perfect. I'm gonna buy a Karak here, and then I'm gonna send this guy into our territory so that he can get, actually, you know what? I'll send him, let's send him over here. We'll send him over here, we'll upgrade him to a Karak, and then we'll send him north, we'll send the other guy south, and then we'll at least get the outskirts of the New World for sure explored. Oceanic riches. For Amina, the land represents only the first stage of her domination. The seas hold both enemies and wealth for those who dare master them. We can unload a treasure convoy for an economic attribute point, or we could take 125 science. I'd love another attribute point. We're constantly unloading treasure convoys, so that works quite well for us. We have this guy ready to go. We are sitting at settle limit. Our happiness is very high though, so I think we can actually get this settled. We're choosing to settle here because it's getting us access to more resources. Yeah, we're gonna miss out on some happiness here, but I think it's gonna be just fine. I'm gonna go ahead and go above our settlement limit. The penalty is gonna be minimal, and our happiness is super, super high anyway. So 348, we're gonna drop it to 293. It's just not that much. I mean, it is a big chunk, but when you think about the fact that we have 293 left over, like that's gonna be plenty for continuing to get everything going. Tendirma is the spot, and we should probably just spend our money here now as well. I want to go ahead and put down a fishing key. I want to put that right here. I want to go ahead and put down a granary probably. I'll throw that here. And do we want to put anything else down? I mean, a temple might be nice for them, but we'll hold on the temple maybe for a bit. Their happiness is fine, so we can go ahead and hold on that. We'll put our 2 growth buildings in, right, so that we get as much growth as possible. And we might as well start generating more treasure convoys. So we'll go ahead and grab the tea. We'll go out and grab this tea as well. And when we're ready to grow, this guy's going to go to Palataputra. We already knew that's where he was going to go. He might actually be able to get that done in 1 turn. Oh, just wait. No, he got one more turn now that he's in the border. This is a treasure convoy that we can send back. We're going to have a very busy time. Treasure convoys coming from all 3 of these are going to cross all through here. Might want a little navy to defend it at some point if somebody gets angry at us, right? If anyone over here gets angry at us, we might want to defend our treasure convoys. For now, probably fine. This guy is in a little bit of a world of hurt, but if we can move to here. Oh, we're trying to go after this. That's fine. We got to go around. Oh man, maybe some open borders might be nice. Resolve, do you want open borders? Okay. Spending influence left and right, but we got open borders now, so we can cross through here a little more quickly. This guy's in the water, and I'm kind of wondering how much of this I need to see. I'd like to get him back on land.
Thou
what is going
ever
on?
restless sea, God's half-uttered mystery. Where are all the ships that sailed so gallantly away?
The Bermuda Triangle. This is my first time seeing this wonder in game. Oh, that's very interesting. It's got the shipwreck kind of pieces in the middle. A magical looking effect to it. There we go. The Bermuda Triangle right there. Is it settleable? I don't know. +1 science to coastal tiles in this settlement. Units that move onto this natural wonder are teleported to a random ocean location. Should we send our scout through? I'm tempted. Maybe we send our scout through on the next turn. All right, we need a rural convert on this. Do that on the next turn. 984 golds, we're fine there, and we will press the next turn button and move right along. Uh-oh, Tecumseh has declared war on Ashoka.
And the end of suffering.
The Swedagon Zeddy Da. A beautiful wonder. Look at that. Oh, they've got the little floaty guys. What a great little animation. Like, that's my first time building this one in this game. There we go. Beautiful. We'll press the continue button, and what we'll notice is any rural tile in this city that has happiness on it will now have 2 science to go with it. So look at these tiles now. So now we have Gao with science on its rural tiles that have happiness. We have Axum with pyramids and Petra boosting its rural tiles. We have Lalibela with Serpent Mound boosting its rural tiles that have unique improvements on them, which all of ours do. And we also have Matara, who has access to the Wonder of the Grand Canyon, which is providing +2 science on flat terrain. So all of our rural tiles here also are boosted. So right across the map, 4 different places, 3 cities and 1 town in Matara, are just absolutely stacked. Rural tiles are the most phenomenal I have seen them across our empire now. Could imagine if you could stack all those together, it would get completely ridiculous on just one city. But I mean, spreading it out, we're getting maximum tile coverage on this, and it feels pretty good. All right. Got a blizzard that is not so far impacting us. Hopefully it doesn't come our way. Lulami's been converted. That's not a surprise. We probably should have converted these early, but man, we're falling behind religiously because we're focused on other things. We'll try to push that at the end of the age, maybe. All right, the war between Tecumseh and Ashoka probably will not impact us, although we kind of sit. No, because it's all right. That's what's down here. Well, that's not even, man. What is Rizal's? Rizal is all over the place. I don't even know where is Tecumseh's land. I don't even know where he is. We haven't even seen him. I just keep assuming we've seen his troops. I have no idea where he is. A city-state bonus in Parntway. All right, what do we got here? I get +2 science on culture buildings. It's just not probably worth it. +1 culture on temples in cities for each cultural city-state you're suzerain of, and you get a relic. The relic is actually probably the more valuable part of this. A social policy slot is not bad if you need those. A free civic? It's not bad at all. Like, just take a free civic. Now, you'll notice it's been totally nerfed. It's a free civic and nothing. It's just a free civic. Just one time free civic. Or we can take +1 culture on warehouse buildings, which again, we already know that we have 40 some odd warehouse buildings in already. I think that's worth more than the civic because again, like, I don't know. I feel like they've nerfed these down to the ground so hard that again, this bottom one is always worth it. We're the first one to choose. Again, we're the first one to choose, and we're gonna pick the one that everyone can pick because getting a free civic is not worth like the rest of the age, which is gonna be another bunch of turns. We're gonna get 40+ culture per turn, which is gonna add up to way more than a free civic. So if we needed a civic, like maybe, I don't know. They tried to justify this by saying that, well, now it's not the cheapest civic. It's any civic that's unlocked. So you could unlock something that's worth a bunch. I still don't see the potential value in that. Like, it just doesn't, it's not doing it for me. So I'm just going to take artisans. We're at 608 culture.
The king
and
established all his knights, gave them lands, and charged them to give mercy.
Oh yeah, that's right. We still have the old suzerain bonus for science. We still are, for every new suzerain, we're still getting that free tech. I totally forgot about that because we suzerained them pre-patch. And so the suzerain bonus carried through despite the fact that everything else has changed, which I think is hilarious. So we got our free tech out of that. And we go from 608 to 694. Like, oh my gosh. That's just, it's just a ton. It's just a ton. That really, wait, did I get those numbers right? Not really going up by 40. Anyway, new tech. We got a leader attribute point. We do have +1 population in towns, and new towns start with an additional pop. This would get us, oh, you know what? I think we have to take this one. It's very valuable to do this at the beginning of an age, but I don't think I can sacrifice the population for that long. +1 pop in all towns. We just settled a new one, and Matara needs growth as well. You know what? This is the one. Once again, there still is not a confirm button here. I don't know how many times I've heard that from how many people. All of our towns just got a growth, so every single town will have a growth, including Saba, who is no longer growing. And we will choose the production probably over here that goes with the science. Go ahead and put that down in Saba. Let's see. This is Matara. Now, Matara is a little bit trickier because we don't want to do the fishes. Although that's some nice, man, those are nice tiles. We could still put these down. Our expedition bases, we could still put down. Or we could get more. Yeah, this is a nice spot here. I think we take this one. Actually, the nicer spot. Yeah, I think we could do this one up here too. This one is pretty good though, because what we want to do is we want to put more caravansaries down, right? That is a flat plains. Wait. Yeah, desert and plains. Okay, I was double checking myself. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll purchase in the caravanserai down there. Boom, instant, absolutely amazing tile in that city. Let's see, in Etchmara, do we have any other spots? This is flat. Sorry, this is plains. So we have one last spot where we can buy in another caravanserai. Boom, again, just an amazing tile right away. That's the last Etchmara. Oh no, they have one more right here. It looks like we could go one more flat plains here. So they'll have one more growth to put a caravanserai down. They have a couple, maybe, I don't know, we'll have to play around with. Do we want them to expand into the water anymore, or do we just specialize them? They only have 16 population, so we should be able to keep them growing at a pretty decent clip, potentially. We get the growth here. This is a tropical, I believe. So all they have is kind of fish and tropical tiles. I feel like we should just grab all of the reefs first. Let's just go ahead and do that. We'll just take reefs for now. Work those reefs in Timbuktu. Jenny, which is our island nation, is probably... Yeah, we're just taking reefs, I believe. Although this could have caravansaries on it, could it not? That's a play at plains. So let's go up here to this farm. And then we'll immediately also build a caravanserai in there. That is a farm caravanserai, which feels very good. So again, that this is making bank for us, choosing that particular one. Huma also gets a growth. Huma, I don't think... it's going to be grassland. They're not going to have any plains or desert, I believe. What do we want? Like food or just the next best tile, probably? I mean, the fishery probably gets us the most food for growth purposes. We might grow Huma like a couple more times, then just call it good, right? And then just have it be like a hub town that sends its food somewhere. I think that's probably a good play for us. Lulami is also ready to grow. They don't have access to all of their resources yet, so we can push up in this direction. Let's take the food with the happiness on it. Take this tile, push our border in that direction, and that should also be able to have a caravanserai on it, if I'm not mistaken. We'll immediately make that into an even better tile. That feels pretty good. Actually, can this caravanserai as well? No, that's tundra. This was desert, so we could put that on. So we will get some caravansaries in over here as well. They have grassland, which we can't put it on, but they have some desert, which will work for them to get a few of those in. So that was pretty good play on our part. We can extend all the way up to this cotton with Lulami, so we'll be working on doing that over the course of the next little bit. And Chickasaw, who is not a city yet, also benefits from this free growth. We might as well just start working, right? Start working fisheries there. Enhance our growth for a little bit, and Tendirma, our brand new one, will expand right away. Have access to Meiji Japan by improving 3T. There is another treasure resource for us. That feels pretty good over there. We're over the settlement cap. We do know that. It's not bothering us too much. We're over 300 happiness. We haven't even bought in all of our temples yet, so we got like plenty of stuff to do. All right, this new missionary, wait, this one's got the 3 charges. Sorry, this 3-charge missionary, I need to move it in this direction. So let's have it go, let's just have it go here. We'll have it convert our city. So this one with the 4 is going to head down, and let's convert Ruin. We'll go Ruin first, and then maybe Ostia, something of that nature. At Gates again. Oh no, we haven't done this one yet, so we can do this one right now. Boom. There's more culture for us. We converted them, and then this guy can immediately go to Stockholm. And we'll go convert Stockholm. Well, actually, you need to go into Stockholm, probably. Stockholm proper. And Oahu has that Karak that we had built, and I'm gonna send that Karak like just down in here somewhere. Let's have it go, yeah, six turn move. We'll break all this fog up, see what's down here, and then we'll get that Karak exploring. We can start our trade with Petalaputra. Give us more resources. And where do we want? We got fish, and fish I'd like in Lalibela maybe. So are we still going for growth in Lalibela? Yeah, we're still going for growth in Lalibela. Let's put the fish in here. And we need to stack this into Axum, which means, well, Axum actually doesn't need to grow that much anymore, right? So we could pull food. We could start pulling some food from Axum potentially. Yeah, let's grab fish from here. We'll put this in. Again, we're stacking all our jade for that 15% gold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jade. That's a lot of percent up in our gold, which is kind of crazy. Okay, where else do we need growth? Any of the low food cities, right? Etmara doesn't really need it. Saba probably, that's 114 food. They don't need it. Tentirma maybe would be good. They only have 28 food. That'll get them off and running, so we'll do that. We are stacking a lot of resources now, which is really good for us. And we have open borders so that we can make this little move. What is that? We've discovered a new continent, and we named it America. Perfect. All right. And this guy, are we going to just sail him in? Let's do this first. What is going on with the water over here? I don't even know what's here. Look, we're going into the Bermuda Triangle. He has disappeared. And wow, that was the epitome of useless. Well, I was hoping it'd put us somewhere, you know, right in between all of our land. Well, that is not where we need a scout. Well, there you go. Okay, so this scout can, let's just have him come up here. Oh, that was the boat that I did not want doing that. My bad. You, come over here. We need to upgrade you stuff. Cancel your orders. Come over here. Okay. You, come over here. What a mess. All right, Madrid. That will change all of our plans with our resources. Probably should have done that first. We'll do this real quick. We'll put this in here, and then we'll stack this here. That feels good. And we need actually one more. What do we want? An Axum. Anything that gets us gold, right? So maybe the tin from Oahu. How many resources do we have in Axum now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. We have 26 resources in Axum City, which is being bolstered, of course, by our Tombs of Askia for +2 gold and +1 production for every one of those 26 resources. That is over 50 gold per turn and an additional 26 production per turn in Axum. That is most impressive. I'm just going to send this guy straight across as well. Press next turn. I probably should have bought some stuff with my gold and or expanded my trade capabilities. I'm going to do more trading. Beautiful. More trading. And we get our relationship up. And that is 2 more jade. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now we are pulling fish for sure. All the fish is coming out. We're robbing Axum of its growth potential, but it really only needs to grow the one more time. The rest of it is just specialists. And hopefully we can start feeding it other things. And then we got fish to be able to slot in other places, like in Etmara. Chickasaw Town, I guess we could put fish into. Because the rest of these don't really need any more growth. We're literally just like hanging out. We just have units just kind of chilling. I just pressed next turn. I have a bunch of stuff we could have spent. It's all right, we'll spend it at some point. We're at 54% on age progress, so that's something that we want to keep in mind as well. A blizzard is, oh my gosh, well, when it rains, it pours and or snows, and Himiko just getting hit now. And Himiko also just despises us. Just despises us. Could we run a little reconciliation. Try to repair our relationship again. I'd like to keep our trade, you know, up there if we can. All right. Oh, Himiko has sparked a diplomatic incident. She has done espionage on me. I get 60 influence out of that. She now knows more stuff about me, probably. That is unfortunate for her, probably, because it actually decreased our relationship, which, I mean, what is she going to do? Attack my ridiculous armies? I mean, that's fine. I guess we'll get a commander leveled from that. But we get influence because of that, which actually I welcome in this particular case. Lami has been fully converted now. That's fine. We have more growth. Ohuatu has grown. And we're just putting in specialists here, I believe. Oh, no, we hadn't put any specialists in because we had that one reef yet, right? I don't feel like we need to work all these fisheries. So we got to pick our best adjacency tile to start putting stuff on. And honestly, we could go science or production here. Production is probably the more valuable of them since we have them both done already. We could also come up here and do one of these. I think the production would be most useful. Let's go ahead and grab the production. Put that down. And Tenenku has also grown, and they... Well, we should grow in this direction. We pushed all the way up here, right? So our borders are fully formed on that side. So let's go ahead and do this. Get more treasure resources online. There's that espionage. Let's see. Oh, they stole mercantilism from us. So Himiko stole a civic from us. They get an influence penalty for getting caught, and I got influence, just period, like a turn's worth almost, for discovering that as well. So very intriguing. Axum is ready to build yet again, and really is kind of out of things to build still. Once again, although we could put a bridge in where the shipyard is. That's probably a good idea. Done. Put a bridge in where the shipyard is. Well, with the shipyard. A shipyard with a bridge, apparently, is what we're creating. This missionary is ready to convert Lalibela back to our religion. We got to come up here and also convert Axum, so we'll send him to do that next. This guy's going to grab this. Peasants have taken up arms against their landlord, who fills his coffers with the labor and taxation of others. As the peasants overwhelm the manor house, the guards are powerless to stop them. Oh. We defend the landlord. Oh my gosh, 120 influence. Or we can support the rebellion. I mean, personally, I would support the rebellion, but I'm not going to pass up 120 influence. I don't need the happiness. I don't think, anyway. Well, actually, technically, we're not in a celebration. I'm going to take the influence. Can't help it. That's a lot of influence. All right, let's get this city converted. And let's get these guys working their way across. Water. Probably need to spend some money now. This Tahiro is where? Wherever it is, I'm sure it's where it's supposed to be. I think it was going to Gades, actually. That will get us access to more fish! Oh my goodness. Okay, who needs fish more? Gao, I guess? We could put the fish in. And then anyone who needs happiness. Ohuatu needs happiness. Let's give them some happiness here. And we'll go Gao with the fishes. We'll try to stack fishes there. Although we could come down here to Chickasaw and put the fishes in too, but it's fine. Fine. Oh, I pressed next turn again. Oh, good. Okay, it stopped. It stopped me. We have a treasure convoy. That will get us an economic point, I believe, because we unloaded a treasure convoy. Oceanic riches! Amina's people flock to watch the treasure convoy arrive. Such riches, once beyond their imaginations, now become commonplace, I'd say. That gets us our economic attribute point. And spend that right away. Man, we have been very economically active. Plus 10 gold per age for alliance you have. It's just not that good. Plus 5 gold per age, repeatable. I mean, also not that good since they nerfed it. But I'll take a resource capacity in towns. I'll take that. Why not? That feels real nice. Now we should probably rearrange some of our resources, actually. Because I should probably take the fish out of Gao. Like fish out of Gao, right? And we will stack them instead in places where we need to grow. Like Matara, we really want growth in. So let's put them in Matara. And then anywhere else where we want extra growth. Right now, Lulami would be really nice to have extra fish. So we'll do that as well. And now we have 278. We have no city-states that we found still. And so we look at our trade lens. and see where the next best place to go is. Looks like, let's go Ada. We'll improve trade relations. And in fact, we could probably do it twice, to be honest. How much does it cost? Oh, we can't do it twice in one turn. Oh, it's way up at the top. Oh, that's slick. We just buy it out of Watu. Purchase. Hero. Send them to Aqualay. That's beautiful. Increase our relationship there as well. This got blocked. Oh, right, because we keep setting them all to the same tile. Okay, and then we have 3,000 gold to spend as well. Maybe a Tenenku, like, spend on something? We have, like, really nice adjacency. There's really nice adjacency in a couple spots here. Oh, we don't have any of our... Right? Let's put the kiln down so we have that spot marked out. Not that expensive. Get the kiln down. That's a quick amount there. So observatory is going here. Could go up there too, but this is fine. Let's go down there. And then we also know that our bazaar guild hall are going here. And then our food buildings, which we can buy right away as well, are going here, right? There. Spent all of our gold. Tenenku is flying around, just buying buildings everywhere. I think we'll leave all this the same. And then we can press the next turn button. We are rolling. And it feels very good. Himiko's mad at us, but we're trying to fix that situation. All right, tech unlocked. We got architecture. We have access to the menagerie and the pavilion, which are two of our later buildings. We might have a couple buildings left, but that might give us access to most of our builds, which is good. That blizzard did just, oh my gosh, just ran rampant through the land of Himiko. Unfortunate. We have another city that has grown. Gao has grown again, and we've maxed out our bazaar over here. So we're putting them into our dungeon armor. So we'll go ahead and stick with that. Not quite getting us the tech we need. Did it get us there? No, we didn't quite get there. It's gotta be close. Gotta have 40, 25, 30. It's close. It's close. We got to choose a new technology. We have quite a few techs available to us. We went straight here so we get to urban planning. Urban planning get us access to the bank and the hospital, which are our final two buildings. And we actually do want to take a shot at that, right? Because we were debating whether we want to try to build Machu Picchu just because it would make everything next to mountains completely OP. And why not, you know? Okay, let's jump into our civics. And now I think we are going to go for either sovereignty or imperialism to get our settlement limit up. We hit our settlement. We're back at settlement cap. We want 2 more settles. Doesn't really matter for us. And that actually will also say we should probably buy our settles here. So let's go ahead and purchase a settler if we can. That's 700. We buy one there. We'll send them here. And I'm going to actually just buy one for over here as well. Let's go. Jenny probably is the best spot for it. Can we afford it? We can. 750. Boom. There's our last 2 settlers. We're spending all of our gold as we make it, which does feel good. If you've got purpose for it, you might as well use it, right? So we're going to settle here, try to gain access to all 3 of these resources, plus any land and fisheries that we can. We'll turn that into a fishing town probably. And same thing with this one, just be a fishing town. So we'll just start grow them as much as we can. Maybe even grow them the entire rest of this era. And then next era, we'll probably turn them into either fishing towns or something just to funnel stuff to our other cities. We'll see what they end up becoming as we go about doing their thing. Axum ready to build again, and now we actually have stuff to build, so that bridge has come in quite handy, and we can put in the pavilion, the menagerie. So let's go ahead and go with the pavilion. We know that's going right here. We'll stick that and overbuild in that location. Again, 4-turn build. That feels pretty good. It's going to be very expensive everywhere else. We know our production in this city is very high, so we know it's going to cost us a bit to do some stuff in these other ones. Pavilion will be a good play for us here as well. Let's go ahead and get that pavilion in. It's going to go way up here in our absolutely beautiful triple mountain nook with a wonder. That's 4 adjacency. Feels really nice up there in Lalibela. Watu has a Tajiro who's going to go to Aqualay. I already knew that. Aqualea. And we have a missionary here that is going to finish conversion by going over here. I'll do that on the next turn, unfortunately, because apparently that broke all movement because it went onto a vegetated tile, of course. This guy is very damaged and standing next to a volcano. It actually looks like he took damage from the volcano. Let's go here. And let's actually, oh man, this volcano is not active. I think we'd be fine to move one more. And then we kind of need to heal this guy at some point. We might go here and then do a search and then just heal him for a second. These guys are coming across. Ah, look at all the ocean. All the ocean where our boats have died in the past. All locations where we have died in the past. So funny. All right, 224 influence, which again makes me consider trade. I mean, Ruin would be a great one. Let's go over here. Let's improve trade relations again, and we'll send to Ruin. That's at the very south of the map. So probably Ohatu. Maybe even Jenny is closer. That's actually really interesting. I'm gonna buy it at a. Oh, I already bought the settler, so we can't do that. All right, we'll buy it here. Oh, we might not have the gold. Oh, we spent all our gold already. All right, next turn. Next turn, we'll buy our trader for that. Our missionary is headed to convert Axum again. How many times have we reconverted Axum? Quite a few. This guy's going to upgrade, but we do have the gold. Just enough gold to upgrade to a Karak. We will press the next turn button. We've spent everything. Lots of troop movement as there is a war afoot on this continent. I believe it's quite a large war because there were allies involved in that war probably. Before I forget, let's go to Ohatu and purchase a Tajiro. 455. Man, it's so nice that they're cheaper. Again, a lot of good advantages for playing the Songhai. I believe that Tajiro is substantially cheaper than what we have been. Let's go ahead and grab this iron, even though we don't really need it. But what it'll get us is access to the cotton up here and push our borders out as far as we can in this direction. We'll go ahead and do that. So we can grab the cotton next as well. Another growth in Chickasaw, which again doesn't particularly matter for us, so we'll just keep in more stuff there. Chickasaw also, oh, we could probably repair everything in Chickasaw now, eh? Probably do that. We can grab the Kaolin? Yeah, Kaolin better than, yeah, Kaolin's better than this, although we could all go after these fish. Go after the fish and actually, wait, is that a caravansary? It is. Let's do that. Spend our gold on a caravansary. Also have a celebration. I'm going to take the 20 food. Why not? And we get to pick another policy card. I think our play this time is this +1 gold on gold adjacency. And I really wonder if it applies to caravansaries. I don't know if it does. We're making a lot of gold. 1336. Well, I think it applies to the caravansaries. 1336 to 2,000 gold per turn. If you look at the gold that is being made across the board, the next highest is Ada at 271. We're making 2,000 gold per turn. That it has to apply to the caravansaries. There's no way our adjacency would have gone up by that much. That is a nutty number. Holy smokes. All right, go ahead and reconvert Axum all the way. There we go. We're back to having Axum in the fold. Here's another treasure. Well, I think we're gonna, we might trigger, we're gonna get close to triggering Crisis here. That could get interesting real quick. There's another 2 treasure fleet points. Here's another 2 treasure fleet points. And that brings us to the Golden Age treasure fleet done. We have completed the treasure fleet legacy path on turn 51. Goodness me. Let's watch our culture go up. 793, 822. Chat, shamanism's not broken. It's totally fine. There's nothing is wrong with shamanism. It's all fine. Everything's good. Continues to be just the most OP. Oh, look, another treasure convoy. Well, I'll take the gold from that for sure, you know? Like, why not? Because we get, what, it's like 200 gold a pop for that? Oh, 250. Perfect. All right, this Karak is ready to go explore. Go ahead and head up the coast. This guy is going to do what I said he was going to do. We're going to do that. We're going to search. Oh, man, they haven't picked up all the stuff over here. Well, I guess we're not healing. Go ahead and send him over there. 1,400 gold, 165. We could extend our trade route capacity again. Okay, we already bought the trader for... Acolyte's been sent. We built the one for Ruin. Jose Rizal is now just a... So we go to Rizal. And we improve trade relations. And that city was... I keep forgetting to check. The Yasso that I want to go to? Or is it... Yeah. Yeah, I probably want Yasso first. So Yasso is up here. So in Tenenku, we will purchase another Tajiro. That is all just gold, just waiting to be made to add on to our 2,000, which is insane. We'll press the next turn button as we go. I really enjoy playing trade games.
The true nature of emptiness is the nature of no birth and no death. No being, no non-being.
Boro Bodur. Beautiful wonder in this game. Look at the flames come up. The detail, very, very good. And now we have another wonder in Tenenku. And Tenenku will now work on armor. We should just buy that. We should probably just buy that. We should buy the... You know what we should do is we should buy the shipyard. That's what we should do. It's expensive, but I'm going to buy it. We're going to put it right here for the 11. Boom. Shipyard in. That'll make that go faster, so that'll feel good. We spent down some of our gold yet again. Diplomatic action complete in Aberfraw. We'd like to see that. Denounced military presence completed. Oh, Napoleon was denouncing me. Napoleon was denouncing me and still likes me. Can't make up his mind. Just can't make up his mind. All right, we have no other growth. Oh, wait, we do. One more here in Echmar. One more. There it is. You love to see it. All right, they're done. That feels good. We could grow into some of these like nice food tiles if we wanted to. So 13 turns though for growth. They only have 17. I mean, getting them to 20 would be nice, but I don't think there's any number that's necessarily like super important. We also have growth here. There's another reef. Always work reefs. They're pretty valuable. Huma has grown as well, and these tiles are not great. That tile's okay. We go over here to this mine. Let's work the mine. Oh wait, hold on. That mine actually can be. I think I picked that one, huh? That mine can be a caravanserai because that was a desert tile. That was like the only one they can put in, I think. So that ended up being fortuitous. We get another city-state bonus. This time we get to choose from one of the new bonuses, which is pretty exciting because Aberfraw is a diplomatic city-state. So we get to check out the new bonuses. We create an embassy. Provides 2 influence, provides additional influence for each alliance you have, must be built in the city once per settlement. That's actually, that could be kind of nice if you're playing like a really heavy game in that way. We're not going to do that. We can demand tribute, gain the demand tribute sanction, targets a settlement with treasure resources, inflicts a 20% gold per turn on the owner of the settlement for duration, creates a treasure convoy worth 2 points when the action ends. Interesting. Okay, so we get an extra potential sanction. Plus 2 happiness on happiness buildings. Could be okay depending on who you're playing. Congress of Vienna, 20% influence towards starting and supporting endeavors and sanction for each diplomatic city-state you are suzerain. 20% is not bad. If you're playing someone who's heavy on like endeavors and sanctions, someone like maybe Machiavelli, Congress of Vienna could be very useful for you. Kataz Kopoi, 20% influence towards starting espionage action for each diplomatic suzerain you are city-state, and they complete 25% faster. So nice little bonus here. They complete 25% faster. So if you're doing more espionage stuff, that could be useful for you. Could get an extra policy slot. Or we could just take happiness on warehouse buildings. Yes, and our free tech. Our free tech from the previous patch. Let's see what happens to our... Gotta click on this. 405 on happiness. Oh, didn't change? Or it must did an update. No, it updated already. It went up by like 100, I think, because we were at like 300, I think. Cool. All right. This Tajiro is going to. This one's going to Aquile already, so we're going to Ruin. I believe. Skarak is exploring. What's that? A setbang? Petbang? Setbang? This Tajiro is going to Yaso. And we once again, we don't have enough to increase our trade route limit. I wonder if we could, we have a trade route though. Do we have any trade routes we could send? We could send to Isfahan. Where's Isfahan at? Right there. Let's get, like Saba probably? Why not? Let's just trade with everyone as much as we possibly can. Stockholm looks to be convertible. Boom. More relics. Gimme them relics. This one, oh, we need to, oh gosh, that's a nice reminder. That's a good reminder that we need to go up to Chickasaw and repair all for 400. That was, relatively speaking, cheap, and that gets us a temple, which means we go back to our great works and we can slot in that great work. Oh, that's gonna go ahead and convert us to Golden Age on Tashikana as well. So we now have the science tree complete, the economic tree complete, the culture tree complete and the economic tree complete. Military tree we are progressing towards, and the science one we are progressing on a little bit. And that is going to push us to where? 66%, so we are very close to hitting that 70% and starting our crisis. I want to jump down just to get rid of that. Might as well clear a little fog on our way over. Napoleon's got a cog over here, and we got some land. That's way up there. Be a lot of land over here. It's gonna be very tempting. All right, Kansa's converted. Kusa's converted. Chickasaws converted. Cahokia. Lahana has a couple tiles. I mean, we could go convert Lahana, I guess. It's got two converts. I mean, let's just go do that. Go convert Lahana with that guy. And let's go at least one more here, maybe? There's Aquile. That gets us more. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we'll pull this. Put this in. And 3 food, 3 production. I'm gonna put that in Gao. Oh, Tenenku needs more of this. Tenenku needs more of that. There we go. Tenenku is flying along. Chickasaw Town has room for stuff. We got room. We still got room for resources. We need more resources. We need more trade. We demand it. We should probably just set this guy on auto explore, to be honest. Let's play another turn. Might be able to get a couple more in here. Let's see. We're on turn 53.
The spear and the title.
There's sovereignty and another settlement limit, so now we can go ahead and settle when those settlers get in place. Lovelace has achieved a Tashikana milestone as well. Himiko is hostile unfriendly, so our reconciliation successfully is working. Jenny has been converted to somebody else. If we want to get the military path done, we'll have to convert all of our distant land settles to our religion. That will double up their points for us, which is something we'll probably want to do. I believe we can put, flat desert and flat plain. So both of these work for us. This is a better tile, it looks like. Let's go ahead and put that down, and then we'll immediately buy a caravansary spot. That's pretty good. Got to choose a new civic. And we're just going to go to imperialism right away, get access to that settlement limit, because why not? We're actively trying to settle. Gonna quickly run out of time and start getting future civics. This is going to Isfahan. Send there. This guy is busting up some fog for us in this area of the map. We don't really need to be doing this per se, but why not, you know? Stockholm's converted. We just need to jump up to Aberfraw, get that conversion done. We also, actually, you know what? We could convert this place too, right? We never converted them. I'm gonna buy a missionary here. Buy a missionary here. That feels like a good idea. Get one on the New World. And our army. Hey! We were just looking for someone to invest in and or fight. So let's come down here and then we'll deploy our troops and see if they have any units we can fight, you know? Might as well. Gotta go. Is that an island up there? What is going on up there? Fascinating. Fascinating shapes in this one so far. That is a treasure convoy. we will ship back towards our city. Here's our trade route to Yasso. There we go. That gets us 3 food and 3 culture. That I would like to put in Axum. And put it in Axum. I will pull... Oh, we can pull the gypsum. We'll pull gypsum. We're doubling down, right? Because we've got plus 10% culture here, so we want to put all our culture stuff there, like the mangoes and things, to take advantage of that 10%. And then we'll just put the gypsum... I will almost just give it to Gao, right? Gao has been struggling to build things, so we just do there. 1,700. We could save that now because we could invest in that last city state. I don't know if is investing in that last city state really worth it to us though. It would get us a free tech, I guess, at some point maybe. It's gonna take forever to do though. I'm not even sure it's worth it. We'll have to play around with that. Trade routes might be more worthwhile for us at this point. 1,900 gold feels like a decent amount, such that we could maybe spend it somewhere. Check on like Huma, because we could put like a temple in. Let's just run through our... Oh, you know what? No, let's save that because we have 2 settles. We have 2 settles going out and we want to buy buildings with those, right? Like this guy's going to be settling on the next turn. This guy's going to be settling on the next turn and we're going to do it too. Heck, no, that's a good thing. That's a good thing to start with for the next episode. So we're going to save our gold and next episode, we will be settling our final 2 settles. We're gonna settle here and we're gonna settle there. We'll save all our gold so we can buy in all the buildings that we want in those places. And then we will move from there. Once those have like, we want to get their granaries in and then maybe their fisheries and stuff like that. We'll try to expand them out as much as we can. And then we'll kind of go with our other gold stuff from there, right? We want to, again, honestly, it's going to be fishery. I don't know if we'll go granary here because we don't really need... The granary might not do anything for us. We'll have to check. It might just go with something else in the city center there. So we'll play around with it. We'll play around with each of those on the next round. We are doing splendidly. 2,246 gold per turn. We're sitting not top of science. Napoleon is still beating us with 392 science per turn. So Napoleon is having himself a game. Also making 262 culture per turn. He is leading the AI by a substantial amount in that. And he only has 7 settlements down. We have some trade opportunities still. We need to find Tecumseh to start trading with him. And we'll keep pushing trade. We'll keep pushing trade. We're playing the song high. We're gonna keep pushing trade. Our next objective from a bigger picture scale too is we need to convert all of our cities to our religion because we can actually get some really nice bonuses for doing that. We haven't researched the tech for it yet, but if we get enough policy cards to be able to put those in, we will probably go ahead and do that as well. So that will do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave a thumbs up if you like the content. We'd appreciate that. If you would like, please subscribe to the channel so you know when we release these videos. Every subscription is super helpful for us over here as far as keeping the content afloat and kind of growing the channel. So I appreciate that as well. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.